I would like to talk about healing. Healing! If you know, I just had my first concert called The Return of the Queen. I'm working with the Divine Feminine for 20-something years. Healing, healing, another level, another level. Every time you want to go into great discovery, you have to shed layers. I talk about this work so much because I believe in it. But today I would like to talk about the surprising effect that came into my consciousness for this time. The thing that has been asked of us is about healing the divine masculine. The divine masculine is now needing our help, and I'm guided to give you this message. Maybe you can take it in your life next. So this is what we're going to talk about. Healing the divine feminine, divine masculine, and what does it mean for us right now. So I'm Galitta, and I'm here to inspire you, to open up your life, to activate your voice, all your four voices, to know who you are, to express who you are, and help us all take this world to the next level. It's called Tikkun Olam in the Kabbalah, the repairing of the world. So you work not only about your own life and your own soul correction, but also on the collective. And that's a holy work that I know many of you are doing as light workers, as star seeds, as people who just care for this world to be able to go to the next level. And I know it looks scary out there, but we are going to the next level. The work between the darkness and the light is very intense. So if you are overwhelmed from it, I would first suggest to close your doors and to go into self-care, to go into meditation, to go into healing, to go into doing something that you love, and of course go to nature, because nature transmuting everything. But this week I'm feeling that it cannot go further without addressing the healing of the masculine divine. And of course, it's not about men, it's about the yang energy, the yin and yang. So the masculine part in you, because where we would like to go, our fifth dimension reality that is being created is living through the heart and with the mind. There is a union between the masculine and feminine, and I'm talking about it all the time. But today I would like to speak with you about giving attention to the divine masculine, because what came up for me lately is that the divine feminine is rising. We know it's not only women, I remind you, and it's not politic, and it's not only social, it is in consciousness. This power of the earth and this power of the nurturing element of our self, understanding this energy of the moon, of water, of quantum physics, you know, it's where all creation, magic, and manifesting come from, is rising, especially after the last 500 years when it was so suppressed and was like shaved off and put in submission in a very, very harmful way to humans, because without the feminine, there is no care, there is no love, there is no sensuality, there is no abundance. So for every person claiming their divine feminine is important work, and I will be talking about it again, again. But the divine masculine is the union part. If one of those sides is not doing well, there is a problem with the union. There is a problem with them coming to each other and uniting each other. So I talk about your inner king and your inner queen. And if you will start to look at your life in this way, you will come in to realize, oh, this part of me that is, business-like, academic, the part of me that like to discuss things with people and to perform and to electrify and to do these things in my world in business, this is more my inner king. And when I read my child a lullaby or a book that they love, and I can read on their face, how delighted they are, and this creative part of me is very tender with following the emotions and think, oh, this is more my divine feminine side or my inner queen side. So every person has both, if it's a healthy person. And a healthy person with active king and active queen that know how to work together is a very wholesome person. It's a person that can have their extrovert part and the introvert part in balance, that they have their rational part, intuitive part in balance, that can have their electric energy and vitality together with their magnetic energy and vitality. It brings health, in short, to the body, to the mind, to the spirit, to the heart, the four voices, which I talk a lot about. So this balancing is really important. But in this time, I feel that the twin flame energy, the union that you create inside yourself, which will manifest outside yourself, is having a little bit of issue because the divine masculine is a little bit, at this moment, a little bit stunned. Because I feel that divine masculine is kind of afraid to come forward because there is kind of a disconnection and guilt that comes up. So the divine feminine cannot go further if the queen cannot go further if the king is suddenly freezing in time and forget to connect and to move. I don't know how it comes in your life. You have to look in your life, where is it coming, and which side needs more attention. But I would like to speak to the part of us, the inner king, that suddenly doesn't know what I'm doing. Suddenly this whole power to move forward and to conquer is not confusing. Like, what's the plan? And the answer or the process, and maybe I will do a healing session about this with you, but first I would like to speak about that because maybe you can already activate it in your life. Sometimes the king needs the help of the queen to connect and to let some things be transmuted. Because I feel if I sense from my own things what is the queen and the king is doing in this time on the collective level, the masculine part or the king is a little bit stunned, which is okay because we have so many retrogrades planet now. It's time to review. And the answers to the question that the king has, the queen knows. It also happens sometimes other way around, when the queen is being stuck in something. So with the queen, she can be stuck in a loop, and then the masculine can come and show the way out. It's more the lion energy. But when the lion is going and going, and suddenly it goes like, where the hell am I going? What is there? I don't know what's there. Why am I charging forward? For what? The answer is in the knowledge of the queen. And that's why connecting our queen and our king in our way of being is so important and rewarding. But now we see it on a collective level. Basically, if I talk about it in other language, then the patriarchy doesn't know anymore where we're going. What are we doing? We are, we have all this military stuff and all of this moving forward things, but people are dying for other reasons. And there's something wrong there, which is great. It's great that we start to realize, that our masculine parts start to realize, isn't it time to review? Yeah, it's time to review. And as the king, like everything to be fast and forward movement with moving forward, the feminine knows how to retract and how to find the answers and how to connect to all of the knowledge and the big picture. It's very grounded. I hope you can feel it. It's a wonderful energy. So the masculine part of us that didn't appreciate all this time, the ability of the feminine, of the queen, to anchor things down, and instead of running after things to attract them, is coming on board. This is the gift of the queen. If we are listening to two parts of us in the world and personally, if you look into your own personal thing, then there is something that can be upgraded in a new way. So I would like to say that creating a space for forgiveness, this is what needs to happen right now. And it is also for the king aspect of us, the masculine divine part of the world, to forgive itself and to forgive what was. And come home, come home to the divine feminine, to let her hold you. So I hope you can do that in your own self, between your both sides of you. But also I can imagine that it's affecting our relationships. Something in our relationship needs also a little bit tuning. If we want to go forward and higher, we need to come together. It doesn't have to be noisy or spectacular or flashy, as the masculine would like sometimes. It can be very subtle and generous and slow, and it will do the job 10 times better and more anchored. So I feel that for this moment, if you would like, to take this moment just to do this, because I feel that it will benefit you if you watch this, in any time that you watch this. So just bring yourself into the area of your heart here. You can touch your heart, so just activate that area. And we'll take one big breath. When you take one big breath, imagine that you allow yourself to call into you those parts that are confused and walking randomly there. So we are calling the parts of us that don't know how to continue forward. So the way I see it now is that our king, or our divine masculine of all of humanity, is like a lot of soldiers on our horses. And they go aimlessly, and their food is going to be finished, and the water is finished, and they go like, where's the target? Where are we going? They don't know where you're going. So, but we do. I mean, the other part knows, and that's what we're going to do now. So feel your heart. And I wish that you can use this truly for your own healing and happiness, and if you can, in your own relationship, and with your intention just for the collective benefit. So let's call those confused soldiers, the tired horses and tired soldiers, and call them to come here. Just imagine that in any way that you like. Let them come back here. And this part, let's expand it into become a very big field that is protected. It has a circle. It is a circle. And there is space for everything and everyone. So this is first number one. There is a circle of whatever it is, tents of houses. It's really building itself while you look at it. You are in the center of it. There is a fountain of water, and there is a place of fire in the middle of this place. And you are there holding the space with your heart. inviting the confused soldiers to come into here. And this whole circle is full of goodness, of harvest, of materials, of animals, of helpful people. It's kind of home. And this is where the Queen resides. So let that be anchored. Feel it like it's coming from around your body, the front of your body. It's being fed from the light above, and the light of earth comes through your heart. Just allow yourself to settle in this area, expanding the circle, making it bigger and beautiful. And in this gate, we are calling all of the lost kings and his men to come through. Just bring it in. Bring it in and settle this in. Watch how one half of the circle is becoming available with its houses and its beauty and gardens and fields in the back, are being inviting the king and his soldiers to come into here. And in this other half of the circle is where the Queen and her people are holding. And this all that needs to happen today. Just coming into the same space and allowing rest, allowing balance. And you can see in the middle that the fountain is bigger and better, and the flame of the center of the village is now also big, beautiful, carved. There is a strong center. I would like to do more, but I think I do it another time. Maybe that's enough for today. Just bring this first step of healing of the king and his men, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And with that we say, Ken Yehi Ratzon, and thank you. Take one big breath. Bring it into your body. Okay, I think we need a little bit of something physical just to anchor that. So if you can activate your hands, put your hands above your head, go through the back of your body, your heart. You don't see me, but from your stomach, go to the back to hold your kidneys. And then I'm gonna go all the way down. Ooh, the sides of your legs, and then from inside your leg comes up again to the heart. Do it one more time. And allow yourself to smooth through the heart, from your stomach to the sides, holding your kidneys, and then going to the side of the body, of the legs, and then kikiboo, up our legs. One more time, and last time, I guess we need to do it 3 times. Take one big breath. And the back of your body, through the heart, to the kidneys, to the sides of the legs, through inside the legs and back to your heart. So I hope that was good for you as it was for me. I'll continue with this healing because that's how we make the world a better place. Energetically, we activate it. Big love to you. Ken Yehi Ratzon.